Assalamu alaikum. My name is Syed Mohammad Awais and you're watching Sports Extra on PTV World. It's a big day for Pakistan, where Pakistan plays England in the test match which is being played right now at Rawalpindi, and you see Pakistan at a high position. If you speak about the Pakistan team, it has been a fabulous outing for the Pakistan spinners. It was 30 wickets fell today in a test, I would say, across three formats. 25 to the spinners, 5 to the pacers across three games. One which was played in Pune, one which is being played in Pindi, and one which is being played in Bangladesh, Mirpur. So spinners have been dominating throughout, but the Pakistani spinners, specifically Sajid Khan, the way he performed with the ball, with the bat, a heroic innings with him, which Saud Shakil, hats off, seriously. Being, the ball had hit Sajid Khan on the face, but still standing up over there with 2 fours, 4 sixes, and 48 crucial runs for Pakistan. Pakistan looks under a good position right now over here, but it's an important day for Pakistan as Harry Brook and Root still are on the wicket, and it's a day end for today. Let's see what happens in the morning. It's going to be a very important session for Pakistan, especially the first half, how Pakistan deals with it. As we move on, we speak about one of the best innings, I would say, Saud Shakil under pressure. The innings what he played for Pakistan, the way he just came up when Pakistan was struggling, almost 46 for 3, the way he stood up for Pakistan, he scored back-to-back scores for Pakistan, then stood with Noman Ali, and then afterward the innings with Sajid Khan was one of the exceptional innings. We would discuss that, how important that innings was for Pakistan to build up for this score. Lastly, we move on and we speak about the Asia Emerging Cup, where Pakistan had to play against Sri Lanka. Where Pakistan, you can just watch out the live images too. Pakistan were playing against Sri Lanka in the Emerging Asia Cup, where Pakistan unfortunately lost the first semi-finals by 7 wickets. If you speak about Pakistan, Pakistan chose to bat first against Sri Lanka, where Pakistan scored around 135 for 9 in 20 overs. 6 players even did not enter to the double figure. We have been speaking about that even off air. I was speaking to my guest, and it's literally, if I speak about the Pakistan team, you have the players who have been playing for Pakistan many times. They have got that experience to have represented Pakistan. If you just watch at Sri Lanka, there has been no player who has played for Sri Lanka team. That's what that means. The Emerging Asia Cup. When you talk about the emerging cricketers who have performed at the domestic level, Pakistan has been a lot under scrutiny in this Emerging Asia Cup. If I speak about Sri Lanka, they just won by 3 wickets and 137 for 3. It has been a superb performance, Sri Lanka. In the evening, you have got one of the more matches coming up where India plays against Afghanistan. That's going to be one of the crucial games too. But as we move on, we speak about the Pakistan versus England. It's an important test match going on in Rawalpindi. I have 2 fabulous guests with me. He's the cricket commentator, sports expert. You see him on the PTV World most oftenly, K. Asif. Assalamu alaikum, Asif.
Walaikum assalam, Awais. How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you so much. And I've been joined by first-class cricketer Kashif Majid. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Nice to have you.
Thank you, Kashif.
Thank you.
Asif, if I speak about the Pakistan team, it has been a great outing for Pakistan. Specifically, speak about the spin bowling option. Pakistan has been exceptionally well. I would speak about Sajid Khan, his style, and especially the way he performed in the batting order, scoring crucial runs for Pakistan, 48 runs.
Well, first of all, congratulations to Pakistan, the way they are playing. And rightly said by you that it's been a great outing for Pakistan. Pakistan was in trouble. Pakistan was suffering. Even in the first test against England, where England scored more than 800 runs and made a history of the test cricket. But after that, a surgery came, and that surgery was from Aqib Javed. He has given some suggestions, then they came up with the spin tracks, dry surfaces, and it's really helping for Pakistan, because Pakistan have plenty of good spinners who've been performing so well in domestic cricket and international as well. Do remember you were talking about Sajid Khan's batting. Sajid Khan, if you see his first class record, let me share with our viewers, he scored 104 50s as well. The way he was playing in this evening, to be honest, I was really enjoying in the stadium, down the track with the straight bat, with the spin, didn't go any sort of rash shots, and I was expecting that he looks like a proper batter. This is the difference between the senior player and a player who've been performing well in domestic circuit, and when they're coming to the international cricket with the ample of with the plenty of experience, then you see the way they are performing well. Same with the Noman. Noman was so good with the bat, and he was handling so well. Jack Leach, Saqib, and the other spinner. He was just going with the straight bat and trying to take singles with Saud Shakil. And when we talk about the batter like Saud Shakil, that he has played a tremendous innings, a marvelous display of batting in this pressure situation where all the batters, they didn't perform well. I'll talk about that. The players like Shan Masood, Abdullah Shafiq, Saim, why they're not performing well. Even they're getting chances again and again. On this occasion, where your team was in trouble and Pakistan was under pressure, and another question mark, that is Rizwan's performance once again. In 5 innings, he didn't play well against England. Well, very well 100 against Bangladesh, but do remember we lost that match. So I think overall, when we came up with the plan and the senior players, they executed very well. And so far, Pakistan is very much in the third test match.
You rightly pointed, coming back to Kashif, but if you talk about the Pakistan first inning, especially till the tea break, let's watch a package and continue the discussion.
Pakistan's cricket team highlight of the day was undoubtedly Saud Shakil, who has been nothing short of phenomenal as he crossed the remarkable milestone of 100 runs, a testament to his skill under pressure. His century has not only given Pakistan a fighting chance in this match, but has also originated hopes of a thrilling comeback against a formidable English side.
Kashif, I would speak about Saud Shakil, but I just need to speak something about the Pakistan team. Like K. Asif just rightly mentioned, if you speak about a batting lineup, what issue do you see? I mean, your openers haven't been performing to the mark. Shan Masood has been under a lot of pressure due to the captaincy flaws. Even in the batting, you see a continuous flaw over there. Was it the right time? You could have changed your batting decision?
I'm not sure about Shan Masood, because when we talk about as a batter, Shan Masood as a batter, we do find that he is not performing up to the mark. When we add that captaincy with Shan Masood, it's difficult to rest the captain midway through the series. But this test, Allah kare, we win that match inshallah, and that will be a big, huge series victory for Pakistan. And if we talk about it, this series victory makes Shan Masood a better captain, but considering the fact that he's not performing as a batter, that again a question mark. So it will be a 50-50 decision for the management till the next series, because next series in white kit, it's slightly away and we have got still time. But when we talk about the overall batting, yes, K. Asif rightly pointed some of the batters not performing up to the mark. But when we talk about test cricket, it's important that the key players of certain surfaces are performing. When we talk about Pakistan, when we talk about playing against spin, we do take the names of Saud Shakil, we do talk about Salman Ali Agha, we do talk about Abdullah Shafiq against spin. But apart from Abdullah, rest of all the batters are performing. For me today, when I go through this entire day's play, I've been watching each and every delivery. The most important aspect is the mental strength of the Pakistani team. The way Noman have batted, the way Sajid batted, that shows they have got the confidence of staying there, and so does Saud Shakil have got the confidence on these two guys that they can play with him. Those two important partnerships is the difference in the entire test cricket, entire test match, and most probably those two partnerships put Pakistan in a very winning situation. Starting innings with the 80-run deficit is entirely a different ball game, and starting an innings with 80 runs in the plus, that is entirely different. And this is where England is suffering now, that they started around 80-70 innings deficit, and now they are 3 down, and still they haven't reached to the break-even point. So most probably it's a Pakistan day after a very long time.
It is surely Pakistan's day. Asif, if I speak about the Pakistan tail specifically, I remember when we just go a little bit earlier, years back, and we used to say one thing, that the tail needs to perform. Tail score, even if they score 30-40 runs, that's a plus point for any team, specifically Pakistan. But what we see now is that your tail, specifically, I'll talk about the spinners, taking 10 wickets each, winning a match for you, scoring runs for you, but your main batsmen are not performing well. Rizwan, I know he has been struggling. A good one to see that he scored 2,000 runs, the fastest wicketkeeper to score 2,000 runs for Pakistan. But the Pakistan batting really needs to come under scrutiny.
Well, that's right. And when you know that players coming from down numbers, number 7, number 8, we call them tail batters. But the way they were playing, to be honest, now I think there should be a category between an all-rounder to an average batter. See, for example, I cannot call Noman as an all-rounder, but there he is somewhere middle in the an all-rounder to a tail batter. And then same with the Sajid, the way he played today. Do remember in the first game in India, India versus Bangladesh, Ashwin scored a century at the number 8. And then they have secured the test match. So it's so important when the players coming number 7, number 8, number 9, they're just, anchoring the main players as Sajid and Noman done with Saud Shakil. It is so important that to score 30, 40 important runs. And that's why Pakistan is leading in today's game. So the rest of the important batters, as you said, that the prime batter of the Pakistan, they're not performing well. Well, it's a question mark. Why? What's the reason? What's going on? Either they're under pressure. Yes, Abdullah must be under pressure. Yes, Shan Masood, huge pressure, facing, because Pakistan lost the first test against England, and everyone was talking about that. The Pakistan couldn't win from last 6, 7 games, and we lost in Australia, lost against Bangladesh. So yes, pressure was there. But I think these two players, they were waiting, desperately waiting for their chance, Noman and Sajid. So they've done fabulous job with the ball, with the bat. So
right,
this
because
is,
Asif, sorry for interrupting, because I've seen that in his eyes. The style what he does, that shows what commitment is. But moving on to Saud Shakil, because he's literally played a heroic inning for Pakistan when Pakistan was 46 for 3, and it looked that Pakistan might struggle. I'm the one even still saying that if England is able to score 200 plus, if they are able, which I don't see they won't be, it will be a tough call for Pakistan because Pakistan has to play a 4th innings. But Saud Shakil's heroic innings, there's a highlight to watch on. Let's watch the highlight and discuss the innings.
Plays it well, plays it fine. Will pick up 4.
Back cut beautifully. The outfield's been quick here in this test match, so Leach will have to give chase well. Yeah, outstanding.
Yeah, I mean, he runs through the offside, runs through the leg side, very few.
Score square.
What an innings by Saud Shakil. I remember we were 46 for 3 down, and like I told you, it was a tough call for Pakistan. But coming on that position, scoring 134 runs with Noman, with Sajid, he has been a fabulous thing out over there. Kashif, Saud Shakil literally played a brilliant innings, what a middle-order batsman has to do as a vice-captain, and you score lead from the front. But at this kind of situation, when if players are not performing well, I know it might be a tough call for Pakistan because we're not used to that kind of decisions. But would it be better Pakistan could have changed some batting order positions?
It can be. First of all, hats off to Saud Shakil. He scored a test match century with only 4 boundaries. It's just not easy, and that simultaneously shows the mindset of English cricket team at that point. They are not a team who can play well under pressure or being a defensive mode. So they think that they just go there and play that ball and just rule the world. It's just not happening for them. And Saud Shakil, from the very moment, they just couldn't put pressure on Saud Shakil for whatsoever. 46 for 3, no slips, no gullies, no bad pads, nothing. He was just playing and rotating the strike at will, and that also shows the class of Saud Shakil against the spin. Talking about the batting order, let's talk about the top 3 for Pakistan, the openers and the Shan Masood. Eventually, when Abdullah Shafiq started his career as a test opener, we came to a conclusion pretty early in his career that this is the find for Pakistan in a very longer run. Unfortunately, the form was just not there, and he is not scoring some heavy runs which we are used to see him. When we talk about Saim, I think it's very early in his career that we started thinking that we should rest him or we should bench him, because for me, if someone is playing for Pakistan in the White Cloths, he's been playing a good domestic cricket, at least 6 to 7 test matches should be given to him in different conditions. Most probably he is not suited for the Asian conditions, and with his cut pull shots, he can be a valuable asset in Sena countries. So that can be one case. Changing the batting order after winning a test match, that shows that there is some sort of panic going around in the team even after winning a test match. Winning the test match after 11 test matches at home, the second test match, and coming to this test match with a change batting order, that will put extra burden on ourselves, our team, as well as an indication to the other team that things are not going well for this team. So most probably this is psychological aspect of it, that you win the match and you come up with the same 11 that will beat you again with the same 11. So again, these are nitty-gritties of those decisions, and most probably still, because we are in a good position, I think we are perfectly all right with this batting order.
Asif, I do believe that, like even rightly pointed by Kashif, that obviously when you win a test match, you don't change your positions, even you don't change your playing 11. But what I meant is that your key three batsmen, Abdullah Shafiq, 14, Saim Ayub, 19, Shan Masood, 26. These three key positions, the fourth one is Kamran Ghulam, I won't come to that. At least these three positions, can't they be just changed on? Like you could just go with Shan Masood or Abdullah Shafiq to open up, get Saim Ayub one down. If not that, get Shan Masood or Saim to open up.
Well, I think let's discuss that what's going on with the batting order.
Yeah.
See, Saim Ayub, an opener in shorter format as well in T20 cricket. And in T20 cricket, you require runs. Does not matter how you're making them. And he used to play that no-look shot. For me, this is really shocking because I have watched him in domestic cricket, the way he plays with a straight bat, his cover drives, his on drives, his pull shot, his cut shot, his flick, each and everything was perfect, going perfect. I'm not saying that he's a perfect test player now, but in domestic cricket, he was performing so well. So you brought him in T20 cricket and you asked him that we want runs and we don't care that how you're making them. And his no-look shot flopped and he was under pressure. He didn't perform well in T20 cricket. Even I was watching match against Bangladesh and that was the last over of the day and Tailender was playing with him. He was so under pressure and he took a single and Khurram Shehzad got out there. He wasn't ready to take pressure of those 5-6 deliveries. It means that when a batter is under pressure, even he cannot play his favorite shots as well, as Babar is struggling. Why? Because he's out of form. Same with Shan Masood, you know that he was not performing well from long time. What happened? We brought him as a skipper accidentally because Babar wasn't there. He resigned and then we didn't have any other option. We didn't want to go with Rizwan. We didn't want to go with any other player. So we brought him as a skipper that because he's a confident guy. He speaks so well in front of the cameras. He wasn't good with the bat before taking the captaincy as well. There was a question mark and people asked this question that why you brought him as a skipper where he's not performing well. And now Abdullah Shafiq, once again, you know that I would suggest all of them, all of three, go back to the domestic cricket, sort out your problems, work there and take some rest and just come back after playing 1-2 seasons more. And I think Pakistan Cricket Board is also responsible because they're not providing opportunities to those players like Herrera, or as we got an example of Kamran Ghulam. Why Kamran Ghulam played? Because Babar wasn't there. So these are the little problems where we would have to work.
I've been joined by our host Ahmed Nawaz on telephone lines. Ahmed bhai, if I speak about the Pakistan team overall, I would say it has been a brilliant party for the spinners. You himself, you're a spinner. Spinners have got 30 wickets today, 25 by spinners and 5 by pacers across 3 matches being played across Asia.
Well, certainly, Avais. First of all, assalamu alaikum to you and all your viewers as well, and also the guests in studios. I mean, it's been a remarkable change of events in Pakistan cricket, that finally Pakistan cricket has realized that their strength is spin bowling and they can make pitches like this and make test matches entertaining. Regardless of whatever the result of this test match is, I would like to quote here that, you know, the past 2 days have been absolutely exciting for test cricket. And I have certainly enjoyed every bit of it, ball by ball, over by over, session by session. And I must give credit to the Pakistan team and the English team that they've used the conditions to their advantage. I think Rehan bowled superbly today when you talk about his ability to get the Pakistani batters out. And I think the day clearly belonged to Saud Shakil because he was the only person who was standing between England's innings victory almost and, of course, Pakistan scoring big runs. And I think he's clearly done the job right. This is the reason why Saud Shakil had been drafted into the side as well. And it clearly showed us that, you know, this is the kind of responsibility we want from our senior players. Although I still believe that, you know, the captain Shan Masood is that one individual who should have stepped up. And so should have Mohammad Rizwan realized that this is the kind of pitch where you won't get shots like this. You know, this is the kind of wicket where you have to get stuck and work for your runs. This is not the kind of wicket where you would, you know, get your runs freely. And I think South Shakil clearly showed us that this was the kind of pitch where you need to bat through. You need to not worry about your strike rate, but spend as much as time as you can and wait for those bad deliveries every now and then. And I must also give a lot of credit to Numan Ali and Sajid Khan, not for their bowling, but for their batting indeed as well today, because what they clearly showed us that they've got a lot of resilience with them, clearly because of the level of first-class cricket that they've been playing and the experience they were carrying as well. And they realized that they not only gave South Shakil a lot of support from the other end, but the necessary runs that they got, 45 by Numan.
Ahmed, you just spoke about Sajid. I mean, I was just coming to that point because the way he played that innings, I remember everyone has been talking about South Shakil, but the way Sajid Khan played a 48 crucial innings, Noman innings is there, but the aggressive innings, I would say, the ball hit him, but still he was there on the wicket. That shows the commitment. The domestic cricketers have been consistently performing well. That's the commitment by a domestic cricketer.
Absolutely. I think it gives everybody an idea of what should be match awareness of S obviously comes with experience. And that's why we advocate in Pakistan cricket, if you want to bring anyone to the national side, at least let him play, a couple of seasons of first-class cricket, 20 to 30 matches minimum. That's when you'll get players who are mature enough to understand the situation. And I think that clearly made the difference for Pakistan. All in all, I think we're enjoying every bit of Test cricket at Rawalpindi.
Thank you so much, Ahmed. Kashif, if I just speak about the English team, I mean, the batting has been, I remember we have been discussing off-air too, because the baseball kind of a style, what England actually wants, the approach, what they wanted to. I have to just take a small break. Let's take a break and we'll be back again. Welcome back, and you're watching Sports Extra. Kashif, if I speak about the spinners specifically, I know we have been speaking about the Pakistan spinners. Sajid Khan is across all the social media, but I need to speak about the English spinners. Rehan taking four wickets, Shoaib Bashir taking 3 wickets, crucial wickets, I would say, and not leaking many runs. That's the brilliant spells what they have done.
It was brilliant, but it wasn't penetrating. When we talk about 46 for 3, we do need a spinner with that aggression that can win psychological wars against the batters. It's just not about bowling some good channels. It's about winning those psychological wars. Let me come up with the name of Shane Keith-Wan. Going through Shane Warne's career, there have been so many bad deliveries, so many half trackers, so many full tosses, but whenever we talk about Shane Keith-Wan, it's not about his accuracy, it's about all those psychological wars he used to win against the batters. And this is where the art of spin lies. You know the weaknesses, you know how to put pressure on others, and you know how to get wickets, and most probably these things are just not there in the spinners for England. They are just the quality spinners who can bowl ball after ball on good channels and not giving something extra, the spice up things to the batters. And most probably this is where they lost the track, because South Shakil was playing according to the will. He was rotating strike the way he wanted to. Out, and that was not the case, and most probably this is where Asif, the experience of playing domestic cricket lies. Going through those points where you said that we should drop, or we should be asking the openers to perform and giving chance to Herrera. Slightly disagreement. If Herrera fails after 3 to 4 matches, will be coming back again to these batters. So most probably just give them a good run. If they perform in couple of series or one more series, most probably these are the batters who have performed in Sri Lanka, in Bangladesh. I'm talking about Abdullah Shafiq in Sri Lanka, in Bangladesh and other venues. So this guy will come good, and let's not drop him midway through the series.
Asif, moving on to emerging cup, but I just have one last question for Pakistan England Test match. I was surprised to see it is the first time in history Pakistan has not used any pace battery.
Yeah, of course, because the heaters and the fans, they were on the pitch. So
what company they were?
So there was nothing for the fast bowler. But you know that, yeah, it's not only astonishing for you, but everyone that we're watching, that you're coming up, your spinners, they're bowling with the new ball. And I haven't seen this in the past because Pakistan always got very good fast bowlers. Pakistan was struggling, and Muhammad Ali, we brought some new fast bowlers as well because they were so good in the domestic cricket. But unfortunately, we were not getting good results. And we were obsessed, so much obsessed for the victories. And that's why everyone was talking about that Pakistan. And of course, that it's humiliating, you know, that when you're losing against a sideline like Bangladesh. So everyone was ridiculing us in the world, even, you know, talk about India, talk about that they were talking about Pakistan Test cricket. So these victories were so important for Pakistan, even as we got a victory in Multan in the second test. So I think that's why we haven't seen fast bowlers, because the magic is going on with the fingers of the spin bowlers.
Oh, that is, but moving on to emerging cup, but hats off to the Pindi crowd, seriously, I would say, because I was speaking to off air that hats off. Pindi has always been superb over here. It was a summer, I mean, it was I would say quite a little bit windy outside, but sunny, but you had a good crowd to watch England versus Pakistan test match, and hope so Pakistan wins this test match on a higher note. Moving on to the emerging cup, Asif, Pakistan team, I was speaking to you off air too. I mean, you have got some big names who have represented Pakistan, who have played a lot of matches internationally, who have played many different leagues around across the world. Haris and his company still around, a failure.
Well, I think Haris 11, before talking about that what happened actually. See, we were winning, we won against Hong Kong or UAE, or the team like that, and we were celebrating. Yes, of course, you should celebrate your victories. But the team selection was the big problem for me, because you brought Haris, see his T20 career, see his List A career, that why you brought him as a skipper, one thing. Second, that Haider Ali, what do you want from him now? Because you're giving him ample opportunities, either it's international cricket, in first class, either in league cricket, either now Pakistan Shaheens. He didn't perform well. I think that he required a long rest now, or maybe that he should go once again in domestic cricket 3-4 years, at least 3 years. He should work there, and if he gets better, of course, come back to Pakistan team. And some other names like Abbas, we have a very big team, you know. Sri Lanka they got you out on 137, which wasn't enough, because in Oman the pitches are so good, where other teams are making 180, 190. You in Pakistan, so Pakistan lost against India when they were chasing 190, I think. So I think 137 was not enough in front of team like Sri Lanka. They got a very good side, and the way they played this semi-final, it's been brilliant for them. Pakistan lost. I think we should learn with our mistakes.
Oh, Sri Lanka won by 7 wickets, Kashif. But if I speak about the Pakistani batting order, rightly pointed by K. Asif, your batting has Haider, or even if you speak about Haris, they clicked against a team like UAE specifically, not a team like India, where they had to go for big scores over here. But when you speak about Sri Lanka, 6 of your players even did not enter the double figures.
Start with the captain. Let's Haris catches our eye. In PSL, he played 1 innings. Then he was X factor against in Australia, a T20 World Cup, when T20 World Cup was played in Australia. And we wanted Haris to play spin. We wanted Haris to play on those low surfaces, low bounce surfaces. And Haris just couldn't cope up with the pressure of a batter, nor as well as a captain. So I'm not sure why we are investing so much on Haris. When we talk about his first class career, we talk about his List A career, we talk about his T20 career in domestic arena, he's just nowhere to be found when we talk about the top 3 performers in any of those previous season. But unfortunately, or fortunately for him, that he was considered as the next bright future for us, and a next opener for us. Asif can comment on it. When we go through his technique, when we go through his speciality against spin or against fast bowler, heave over mid wicket or a no look shot, and that is it. I haven't seen Haris playing a fluent cut shot, a drive, a straight drive, an on drive, a flick, a cut, a pull, nothing. Just heave, we used to say, I'm just not wanted to say in that Urdu, but just putting your leg down and heaving over mid wicket, and that is it. This is his go-to shot.
Kashif, we call it lapeta in Urdu, isn't it?
It
yeah,
is,
you
it is.
only one shot.
Oh yes,
yeah.
this is just his go-to shot.
Yeah.
The moment he's under pressure, he just do that, and it's just not easy against the quality spinner, quality bowler of any world, of any team from the world. So I'm not sure. Okay. PCB
Oh,
most
Kashif,
probably has got
you're rightly
that.
because even I sometimes feel that the Pakistan Cricket Board have invested a lot in Haris. I remember one of the coaches who has worked with him, they wanted him to be one of the flamboyant kind of a cricketer who can be of Pakistan because everyone speaks a lot about him, but he hasn't been consistently performing well. Moving on to the last thing, it's a second semi-final to be played between India versus Afghanistan. Asif, it's going to be a good encounter because Afghanistan team, I know India has been favourites, but the Afghanistan opening department looks one of the best ones.
Well, I think because I have covered their Kabul Premier League, and this guy, Sadiq Atal, he was brilliant. He scored a couple of centuries there. He's so good with his technique. One good thing that he plays in the V, either it's T20 cricket or it's ODI. When you are so good down the track, so you can hit some good sixes, some fours with boundaries. So I think even then I'll go with the India because India got some brilliant talents.
Lastly, because I just need to close on, Asif, the match will just finish up tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. Quickly.
If you ask me that, I'll say tomorrow.
Kashif.
Tomorrow around 4:30.
And then we will have cup of tea. Yeah?
Oh yes,
Yeah,
of course.
I want the match to get finished up at 1:30. But thank you both of you. It's all the best to the Pakistan team because everyone has got a high hopes from the Pakistan team that they would just make, I would say, at least make a history over here, get back on the track what Pakistan test team used to do, what Pakistan team is known for. And the spinners have been dominating for Pakistan. Sajid Khan, one of the brilliant spells and one of the brilliant battings. I would rate him more than Saud Shakil because he was superb as a fighter you have seen in the Pakistan team. It's good fire from Sports 360.